End of the city, Russia. It didn't feel like a storm. It felt like the world had lost patience. The sky turned the color of iron. No warning, no gradual change. Just darkness thick, heavy, absolute. Then the rain began.
Preparing for future mountain floods. Left isolated.
Not rain meant to water the earth. Rain meant to erase it. It fell in sheets, slamming into the city with a violence that drowned out thought. Streets disappeared first. Then intersections, and the idea of direction itself. Water rose everywhere at once, as if the ground had opened and the city was bleeding upward.
Evening of July 2nd continued into July 3rd.
Cars stalled. Engines screamed, then died. Metal hissed as cold water swallowed heat, sparks, and hope. And then the city started to move. Not people. The city. Thousands of vehicles were lifted, pushed, dragged. They slid sideways like corpses on ice. They collided, crushed, locked together in piles of twisted steel. What once represented safety door frames, glass became prisons. Inside those cars, fear had nowhere to go. Windows held. Doors resisted. And the water kept rising. The flood did not rush. It claimed. It poured into tunnels and underground arteries, filling them like lungs drowning from the inside. Parking garages became graves. Underpasses became traps with no ceiling. Some tried to run. Some tried to wait. Some made the wrong decision and never got a second chance. Electricity vanished, then returned in the worst way possible. Power lines fell into the water. The flood itself became alive, charged, deadly. What looked like a step to safety became a final step. Sirens wailed distant, helpless, fading. Rescue vehicles stopped where roads no longer existed. Boats arrived too late for some. The city screamed not with sound, but with destruction. Buildings stood, but everything beneath them failed. The ground betrayed weight. The water rewrote maps in minutes. This was no longer weather. This was collapse. A system built over decades undone in hours. Concrete meant nothing. Steel meant nothing. Planning meant nothing. Only elevation mattered. Only timing mattered. Only instinct mattered. And instinct, under panic, is cruel. When the rain finally weakened, the silence was worse. Cars lay stacked like offerings to something ancient and angry. Mud covered everything's streets, walls, memories. The city smelled of oil, wet metal, and loss. This is what the end looks like. Not fire from the sky, not explosions, but water endless, patient, unstoppable. Nature doesn't rage like humans do. It doesn't shout. It doesn't threaten. It simply takes back what it allowed us to borrow. And when it does, there is no negotiation. Remember this: if the water is moving, it is stronger than you. If it is rising, it will not wait. And if the city begins to drown, run early, or you won't run at all.